Well, welcome everybody to a part of the world where football really matters. There is a healthy tension, great expectation building in the lead-up to kick-off here. A little bit grey overhead, and indeed the forecast is for a drop or two of rain as the day grows older. But regardless of that, there is a lovely backdrop here. The ambience is good, smashing noise from both sets of supporters, and expectations high in both camps. One glance and you know where we are. It is one of the most recognisable arenas for the beautiful game in the world. And boy, does it add to the occasion. There's the whistle, and here we go. He's made sure that that won't get through. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. Neymar has a hit! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Manchester United just served up a reminder of how good they can be on the break. Their method is clear.
Just brushed off the ball there. Plays it out to the flank. Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. Manchester United started their campaign in spectacular fashion. Quite a statement of intent coming into this game. Forward it goes. Thiago Silva does well there, alert. Alexander-Arnold. Manchester United were simply a class apart in the corresponding fixture last season. They dismantled their opponents. Brings it forward. Chance to break. Thiago Silva battles to win it back. Reading are playing with a pleasing width here.
Especially that front line.
Is it working for you?
It's not movement for the sake of it, and yes, it is working for me. There's a purpose to create space.
Over to the left. Rice. Rashford. Has a hit! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Oh, that's a sparkling save. Absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra sharp.
Lewandowski. He's gone for it! That has certainly tested the keeper.
Neymar is very sporting here to acknowledge the quality of the save. A lovely little footballing moment.
He's in! Has a pop! Gets good distance on it. And it's Mahrez. Oh, what a ball! Could be a real chance! Goal! Manchester United! Manchester United take the lead. Given such an open invitation, he was always going to shoot.
It's rarely a problem when that much time is afforded in the penalty box. Nobody sensed where the danger was lurking, and the finish was made a lot easier.
Manchester United get themselves into the lead.
Still a fragile lead, though. They can't afford to sit on this. Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
Moussa Sissoko. It's a very good battle there, terrific to watch. He's been bundled over, that is a foul. Well, he can't say now that he hasn't been warned.
Yeah, and he has to change his ways, or this referee could soon change his status.
Neymar brings the ball forward. Neymar. Well played, he saw that coming. Keeper's got good distance on that. Rice. Pass needed to be better than that, and he knows it. Great strength, too strong for his opponent.
Oh, super tackle. They were outnumbered and under the cosh. That had to be spot on, and it was.
Now the counter. Plays it out to the wing. Rice. And it's played forward. Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. Tries to locate someone up front. And it's Sissoko. Neymar has created one goal already. Lewandowski is flagged offside. Gets it upfield. He acknowledges that he should have come up with something better there.
Look, he's offering an apology to his teammate, who's clearly miffed at not being picked out despite making what looked like the right run.
And that has been cleared. Mahrez plays it back. And he's there to hoof it away. And that'll be the last act of the first half. So there you have it, a close-fought half of football. The fun has still had its moments, and ultimately produced just one goal. A more than decent game up to now.
I'm sure they'll be very happy with the first half performance and the scoreline. They'll definitely want to maintain the momentum now and finish the job.
Manchester United head into the dressing room pleased with the thought that they have that all-important lead. Analysis to come during the break. The action is back on the way.
Well, 1-0 may be good enough, so they may err on the side of caution and get more players behind the ball instead of running beyond.
And the shot! And the ball is out of play. Thiago Silva. Can he get through? Good ball, it's found its target. Levin, chance! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay. That intervention was very necessary. Who's ball? Who's going to get that? And that has put paid to that. It's one! He's pulled off a fine save.
The keeper really dug out his defence then. A magnificent effort.
Hoists it forward. Tries to get it forward quickly.
That's just very well played. He can't hurt you with his back to goal, and he didn't go for the back heel.
Has a goal! And the second time! Oh, great save, real class.
Neymar sparked a tremendous stop there, and I think it's fair to add, he just wasn't expecting it.
And it's hoisted clear. It's one! And he comes up trumps again. Massive lead! Danger averted for now. Rice.
Manchester United really are almost trying to pass the ball through a brick wall at the moment. You can see the sense of anxiety has now shifted to the stands.
And approach for goal! Wanted to outwit the keeper, but he showed off target.
Lewandowski might just be regretting what was probably the toughest of his options.
Time for a change in personnel. And it's played forward. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Mesut Ozil. Lewandowski. Well, that's where he wants it. Done very well to intervene. Lewandowski.
Peter, we can only applaud that quality of tackle in the circumstances. It was probably goal-saving.
Oh, no, that's not the ball he wanted. Rice. That's the sort of defending that is going to upset the opposition. It already has, actually.
Well, his stealth has been compromised because of his goal, and his treatment from here looks as if it could get a little tighter.
Breaks on here. He's got options out wide. Could try cutting inside here. Lovely feet. Gets it back.
Peter, they have to fight the onset of desperation and keep enough cool heads to still deliver.
That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Thiago Silva. 5 minutes left on the clock. It is just a question of running down the clock now.
Yeah, it's safe to say that they just need to manage this to secure the win now.
And that has been clubbed away. Oh, that's clearly not what he wanted to do. Forward it goes. And now they can launch a counter.
They seem to have lost their sense of direction. It should be higher up the pitch.
Up for the header! And oh, he's got that completely wrong.
Yeah, it's pretty obvious as to who is going to be taken off. His energy level.
And that's that. Manchester United, hold on. It's a narrow squeak, bit of luck, some judgment. 1-0 the score at the final whistle. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Well, a result which owed much to...
Manchester United preparing here to be a part of the opening act of another major European club season. An epic tale lies ahead, a footballing drama to unwind over the course of the next 10 months. One where the central cast, both team and individual, will get to write their own story should they survive long enough. This Episode 1. It is a venue this which simply adds to the spectacle of the game it stages. One of the most impressive arenas in this part of the world. So it's back, bigger and better than ever before. I do hope everybody is ready for another ride on the emotional roller coaster.
Bring it on, Peter. I'm looking forward to a competition that always delivers entertainment, whether through its football or in...
Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance.
Yeah, and he's just entered the last chance saloon.
That's a foul. Free kick's been given. Ah, he's given it away. And the weighted pass. Lewandowski is flagged offside. Keeper's got good distance on that. Rashford gets it back. Neymar. Oh, looks like he's been taken out there. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. Ghent are engaging here in European football's flagship competition.
Yeah, and the manager making his ambitions pretty clear, Peter, in the build-up to all of this. Although it has to be said, he did mention a few concerns too, being the current depth of the squad and quality that he want to be able to call upon.
He needs more.
He does, yeah, and he's like worried that if somebody gets injured, they've got a problem. Well, they would seem to be trying to expose the centre of that defence to runners.
It makes for some terrific movement.
It does, and they may be hit on the break because obviously it requires numbers forward to stretch them out.
Rice does well there, alert. Pepe. Rice. And it's a foe. Well positioned to make that interception. Well, that had to be more accurate. He's through, now is he in? Oh, shooting chance! And he nearly went all the way.
Oh, that's an excellent try, and once he picked it up, he headed forward with real intent.
Good idea, just poorly executed. Foot in. Loose ball, who's going to get there? Ofo. Has a goal! Oh, the ball's come loose. Good take, and he's had a look. He's gone for it! Well played, he saw that coming. He's got options out wide. Has a hit! It's broken loose. And he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Gets up to head it! Lacking in accuracy.
Well, Peter, I would say it was worth a try.
That's a foul, no two ways about it. Played out to the right. Pepe. They're guilty of lacking inventiveness here. It's all broken down. And they've been caught out here. A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
That's what all good teams do these days. Pressing from the front is highly effective.
Rice has been caught there. It's a foul. Tries to get it forward quickly. Thiago Silva just brushed off the ball there. And that'll be the final action of the first half. Well, both sides have drawn blanks. They have toiled at times, but it's not been a bad game by any means. Some first half thoughts?
Well, there's one standout, Peter, that needs improving, and that's the passing. All too often it's been found wanting, you know, much to the frustration of everyone around, and I'd go so far as to say that it's the biggest contributor as to why we have the scoreline we do.
An engrossing half, but we're still where we started, 0-0. And we're already back underway here.
Well, the first half didn't really produce the goals we'd have liked. Hopefully they've been saved for the second. For that to be the case, though, you'll need to see more energy and invention early on.
Rashford. Lewandowski. from behind for a goal kick. Neymar. Up towards the hour mark and still no goals. And it's Rashford. Matic. Neymar. Lewandowski hits one! Good stop, that wasn't easy.
The keeper really dug out his defence then. A magnificent effort.
Header! It's there! First blood drawn. Oh, whose goal is that? Big deflection. That's one for the dubious goals panel. A 1-0 lead established.
Oh, half-time has been a blessing for this team. You know, what a great start to the second half.
Hoists it forward. Thiago Silva did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Moussa Sissoko. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
I think the manager's pondering his options as to whether to stick or twist Peter in view of the time remaining. He might have a tough call to make now.
And now the breakaway. Attempts to play it through. And help's available out wide. And a header! They've scored! They have done it! They have their equaliser! What a great header, got plenty on that.
Well, as contact goes, that was tremendous, and it helped him to direct it exactly where he wanted into that net. I think when it comes to the aerial department, this fella is definitely no slouch.
Ghent grabbed the equaliser, and we're all square.
Yeah, it's always a dangerous time when you just scored. You can easily...
And the finish! Oh, great save, real class.
Oh, that's a sparkling save, absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra sharp.
They've played it short. Oh, he's caught him there, it's a free kick. And here's Bezos. Bezos hits one! No mistake! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! Oh, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
That's how you make an impact as a sub. You know, when most are tiring, you can impose a freshness and energy to best effect. What an introduction.
Manchester United are making a change now. Ghent take the lead.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Cuts it out. Well weighted. Now it's Bezos. He's got away. That's a mistimed tackle, and it is a penalty. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. And that would have won it.
Well, he's definitely kept the side in the game then. That's really good positioning. They could have doubled their lead there.
Rashford. It's a chance to shoot! In it goes! There seemed no way back, but they are level. Lovely goal, perfect poise to set himself for the strike. Ghent can make their change now with a break in play.
Yeah, it's pretty obvious as to who was going to be taken off. His energy levels began to sag, and he was never going to last until the final whistle.
This is quite a battle.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Manchester United get a goal late in the game again. They are such a dangerous side in the closing stages. There will be a throw-in. Gets away from his opponent. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Forward it goes. Gets the better of his man. Oh, he's brought him down, and it is a penalty. Oh, the protests are futile. The decision is made. Late drama.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
He was just never going to miss.
Well, that's the way to take the penalty. Stand up, pick your spot, and blast it home.
His second of the game, and an eye now for the hat-trick. Ghent take the lead. Now it's just a question of holding on.
Well, it's the type of call that can't be given if there's even the slightest doubt. It had to be spot on.
It's got through, and it's Bezos. Rice gets it back. Neymar. Goalkeeper's ball. So this is it. We're on the verge of witnessing a major shock. Clears it out of harm's way. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Well, this clearly wasn't the start they're looking for, so they're going to have to bounce back and look to win from now on in. A real test of resolve and of character. So, Kim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Well, we can't